That is the conclusion of another game in the playoffs. It's game 4, round 2. I'm going to hop right into it. Boston's screwed. Boston is in big trouble. They have not. They played better in this game, but not by a lot. So the Boston Bruins lost 3-1 to the Tampa Bay Lightning today, and this was not a good game for them at all. I'm going to start off with that right now. I'm very disappointed in how this team has been playing through these past 2 games. I think they're losing Game 5. I think they're 100% losing Game 5. You can tell me no, they'll bounce back. They're losing Game 5. That with how they're playing, they are losing Game 5. You can say anything you want, but they are definitely losing Game 5. They have not played well at all. Tampa has been so dominant over the past 2 games. Sorry, not past 2. Yeah, past 2 games. Over the past 2. No. Past 3 games. They've been so dominant over the past 3 games that Boston has had no chance at all to come back in any of these games. I think that Tampa's been so shut down with this shutdown defense with Boston. I think that Boston's done. I think they might as well just forfeit because Boston's pretty much finished. I hate to say it, but Bruins fans, it's the truth. I think your team's finished. If you play like this again, you're not winning the series. So first period, Andre Palat gets his 3rd goal of the playoffs with the 10th assist. That's Palat's 3rd straight goal in 3 games. So he's been playing pretty well over the past few games. 1-0 Tampa, just 8:59 in. Boston was playing better at that one point. Until probably the halfway mark of the second period, Boston was playing well. They were really pressuring Andre Vasilevsky. And I was thinking to myself, oh, maybe they'll get a goal here. Maybe they can clutch up and tie this. But they did not. Vasilevsky stood tall. Second period, Andre Palat gets his 2nd goal of the game with Cirelli and Kucherov getting the assist. It's 2-0 Tampa. I was thinking to myself, oh boy, here we go. It's honestly just not. It's not been a good run for Boston, and it's not getting much better. With less than 2 minutes left, with less than 2 minutes left in the second period, Victor Hedman gets his 4th goal of the game, 4th goal of the playoffs with Johnson and Kucherov getting the assist. It's a power play goal off that 5-minute misconduct from Nick Ritchie. Nick Ritchie should be scratched next game. If Nick Ritchie isn't scratched, I'm gonna be super freaking surprised because he did not play well in this game. He had a fight against I think it was either Gaudreau or Coleman in the 3rd period, and I think he won that, but I'm surprised he was even playing in the 3rd period, to be honest with you. With how bad he played in that 3rd period, he was not playing good at all. And like I was saying like he didn't get a game misconduct for the hit on Yanni Gourde, but he should have. And Bruce Cassidy should not play him on the ice. And even the people in the intermission agree with me with that. They were saying, oh, they shouldn't play him on the ice. I 100% agree with the intermission people. Like, intermission people. But, like, he played so bad that, like, I can't... I'm very shocked if he gets scratched next game. Very. I mean, I'm not very shocked. I won't be shocked if he doesn't get... I will be shocked if he doesn't get scratched this next game. 100%. I can't talk. It's just been horrible for him, and... I would be very surprised. I'm gonna say that. 3rd period, Jake DeBrusk gets his 4th goal of the playoffs with Coyle and Grzelcyk getting the assist. It's a power play goal. It's 3-1 Boston. That's how 3-1 Tampa. That's how the game would end. Final score 3-1. The goaltender Vasilevsky really stood on top of this, and Boston is in trouble. They're not winning Game 5. I said it multiple times at the beginning of the video. I'm going to say it now. They're not winning Game 5. Shots 30-26 in favor of Boston. I noticed that Boston was really pressuring there, but by the end they weren't really playing that good. And I'm going to being honest, it's not going to be good. Power plays. Tampa was 1 for 5. They couldn't keep up the clutch mark that they did on that one in the game yesterday with the 3 power play goals. But yesterday was 2 days ago. So at least they got one. At least I mean, if they can keep that power play going without Stamkos, we have no idea when he's coming back. I think that they have a decent shot against other teams in this conference besides Boston. Boston was 1 for 4 with that one penalty, with that one Jake DeBrusk goal. Might as well have been 3-0 because that was a power play goal. If that power play didn't happen, they likely wouldn't have scored. Penalty minutes were 16-13 in favor of 16-13 Boston. Boston was drawing a lot of penalties there. And I want to shut off something right now. everyone who's saying the refs are biased against Boston, no, they are not biased against Boston. There was a lot of tripping penalties on the Bruins and on the Lightning too that Boston that the refs were not calling. So they weren't calling penalties that Boston was drawing. So they're totally not biased they're not biased towards Boston. They're not biased towards anyone. They're just garbage. That's basically it. They're just garbage. The hits were 45-38. Tampa was really physical in this game. It was a really physical game. End of the first period, there was a scruffle. There was a fight between Richie and Coleman. There was so many penalties and so many hits. So I was saying, I tweeted out on Twitter. I said that this entire playoffs has been just a physical fest. This is probably the funnest playoffs I've ever watched. Honestly, out of the 3 years of playoffs that I've watched, this is probably the most fun. And all 8 of these teams that are in the playoffs right now are getting really physical. They are getting into fights. There's been probably at least 10 fights in these playoffs. Oddly, the same amount of penalty shots. But anyways, it's been crazy. It's been crazy how many fights there were. And it's so entertaining to watch. It's really my type of hockey. I've talked about it before on the channel. Block shots 16-13 in favor of Tampa. Tampa playing really good defense there as always. Vasilevsky might as well have gotten a shutout. Let's just face it. He might as well have gotten a shutout. Because that one goal was on a power play goal. It might as well have just been a shutout. Yeah, 3 starts of the game. Andre Palat's on top. He's been playing really well throughout these playoffs. Nikita Kucherov's number 2 and Vasilevsky's number 3. It's been a solid game for all 3 of those guys. It's been a solid game for Tampa altogether. I think John Cooper should be very proud of what this team has done. And to be honest, they didn't even lose game 1 by that much, to be honest. They only lost it by a goal. So we'll see what Game 5 has to bring. Boston is in trouble when we head into Game 5. They're going to have to win the next 3 games to move on to the next round. If Tampa wins the next game, they move on. It's gonna be crazy. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this game in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you didn't like, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 400 subscribers by the end of the year. We're about 45 subs away. I think exactly 45 away. So yeah, thanks for the constant support. It's been amazing. And I'll see you guys in the next video.